All right, so there's this senior developer everyone has worked with at some point. Long ponytail, glasses, been at the company longer than the Git history. You bring him 50 lines of code you're proud of. He stares at it, says nothing, deletes the whole thing, and writes one line that does the same job. Slightly annoying, mostly correct. And now someone took that exact personality and turned it into a plugin for your AI coding agent. It's called Ponytail, and I've been running it for about a week now, so let me show you what it actually does and whether the numbers hold up. The core problem it's trying to fix is something you've probably noticed if you use Claude Code or Codex or any of these agents. You ask for one small thing, and the agent goes and builds a cathedral. Ponytail steps in before anything and asks a very simple question first. And the payoff they claim for that one habit is pretty aggressive. Around 54% less code on average, and up to 94% on the tasks agents love to overbuild. Roughly 20% cheaper per session, about 27% faster, and 100% safe on their adversarial tests, meaning it cut all that bloat without ever dropping a single validation or security check. The whole system is built around an old software idea called YAGNI, which stands for You Aren't Gonna Need It. It's a rule from extreme programming back in the day, and the point is to not build stuff on the guess that you might need it later. Don't add the abstraction, don't install the package, don't write the class, if the problem is solvable without it. Ponytail takes that idea and bakes it into a decision ladder the agent has to climb every single time before it writes code. And I actually think the ladder is the clever part here, so let me walk through it. The way it works is the agent stops at the first rung that holds true, and it doesn't go any further. First rung, does this need to exist at all? And if it's just a speculative maybe later feature, it skips it. Second, is there already something in this codebase that does the job? And if so, reuse it instead of writing a new version. Third, can the standard library handle it? Fourth, is there a native platform feature like the browser already having a date input built in? Fifth, is there a dependency already installed that solves it so you're not adding a new one? Sixth, can this be done in one line? And only if every one of those is a no does it get to write new code, and even then, it writes the smallest amount that actually works. What I like is that the ladder runs after the agent reads and understands your code, not instead of it. So it's lazy about the solution, but it's not lazy about actually reading what's going on. That's an important distinction that a lot of people miss. The example here shows a normal agent asked to add caching will happily write you a full cache manager class, 40-something lines, with a time to live, a max size, a lock for thread safety, the whole thing you now have to maintain forever. Ponytail looks at that and just reaches for cache from the standard library, which is one decorator, one line, same behavior. And their tagline for this is that the best code is the code you never wrote, which sounds like a slogan, but it's actually true. Code that doesn't exist has 0 bugs, 0 security holes, and 100% uptime. Now let's talk about the thing everyone actually cares about, which is the benchmarks, because this is where it gets interesting and a little messy. The original benchmark they ran was single shot, meaning one prompt, one answer, count the lines. That version showed something like 80 to 94% less code, which honestly sounded too good. And somebody actually opened an issue, pointing out that the comparison wasn't fair because a bare model with no skill tends to pad its answer with extra pros and options and explanation, so you're partly measuring chattiness, not real code bloat. To their credit, the maintainer took that seriously and redid the whole thing properly. The newer benchmark is a real agent doing real work. They took an actual open-source Fast API and React project, ran a headless Claude Code session on 12 real feature tickets, and scored it on the actual Git diff it left behind. Same agent with and without Ponytail, running on Haiku 4.5. And in that honest agentic setup, Ponytail cut lines of code by 54% on average, cut tokens by 22%, cost by 20%, and time by 27%. It reaches 94% on tasks where the agent would normally massively overbuild, like a date picker going from 400 lines down to about 23, and it drops to basically 0 savings on code that was already minimal, which is exactly what you'd want. Here's the part I found most convincing, though. They ran a separate set of 6 adversarial tasks. Things like path traversal, SQL injection, token forgery, malformed input, and Ponytail scored 100% safe. It cut all the bloat, but never once dropped a security check, a validation, or an error handler. Compare that to a plain write one-liners prompt, which got most of the savings, but actually dropped a security guard once, landing at 95%. So the discipline here isn't fewest tokens at any cost. The rule is write only what the task needs, and never cut validation, error handling, security, or accessibility. The code ends up small because it's necessary, not because it's golfed down to look clever. They also compared it against another skill called Caveman, which just makes the agent talk in short, terse prose. And Caveman is interesting because it cut code by 20%, but it actually went up on tokens, cost, and time, so it was slower and more expensive overall. Ponytail was the only one of the bunch that improved every single metric at once while staying fully safe. There's also a fair criticism floating around that a lot of what Ponytail does you could get from just telling the agent to follow YAGNI and prefer one-liners. And that's partly true. A simple prompt gets you a chunk of the way. But the counter is that packaging is the actual product here. You get the rules injected automatically across 16 different agents, plus audit tools, a review command, and a ledger that tracks the shortcuts you deferred. A 3-word prompt doesn't give you any of that. Installing it is genuinely easy, and it works with way more tools than I expected. For Claude Code, you run plugin marketplace at Gebert/Ponytail, then plugin install Ponytail at Ponytail, and you have to send those as 2 separate messages, or it won't take. For Codex, it's Codex plugin marketplace add with the same repo. Then you go into the plugins menu and trust its 2 lifecycle hooks. Gemini CLI is a one-liner Gemini extensions install with the GitHub URL. Codex, Copilot CLI, the P-harness, OpenCode, Cursor, Windsurf, Klein, Kiro, Zed, and a bunch more are all supported. For OpenCode, you just add the plugin line to your opencode.json. And for the editor-based tools that don't take plugins, you copy the matching rules file into your project and it reads it as always on context. Once it's running, you get a few commands worth knowing. You can set the intensity with Ponytail Light, Full, or Ultra. Light builds what you asked and just names the lazier option in one line, so you decide. Full is the default and enforces the whole ladder. And Ultra is the YAGNI extremist that ships the one-liner and then argues with you about whether you even needed the rest of the feature. There's also Ponytail Review, which scans your current diff for over-engineering and hands you back a delete list, Ponytail Audit, which scans the whole repo, and Ponytail Debt, which collects all the shortcuts you deferred so later doesn't quietly become never. Alright, let me actually run it instead of just reading numbers off a page. I opened a Claude Code window with Ponytail installed on full mode, and I gave it something simple, build me a to-do list app I can open in the browser. Normally an agent hears that and goes off to scaffold a whole project, a build step, a state library, separate files for components and styles and logic. This time it just handed me one single HTML file. Plain vanilla JavaScript. The tasks kept in a small array, add, check off, and delete all wired up, and it stored everything in local storage so my list survives a refresh. No framework, no packages, no server to spin up. I just double-clicked the file, and it worked. So the code stays small, but you can still see exactly what it chose not to build and why, which is the part I keep coming back to. So where does this leave you? Ponytail isn't magic, and the maintainer is honestly pretty upfront about that, which I respect. What it really is a well-built, portable, safety-aware way to stop your agent from overbuilding that works across basically every coding tool you already use and costs you 2 lines to install. If you're spending real money on tokens or you're just tired of reviewing bloated diffs, it's a very low-risk thing to try. I'm keeping it in my setup on full mode. That senior dev with the Ponytail would probably approve. He just wouldn't say so. Alright, so that's it from the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.